Hi there, my name is Christine, and when I was learning English, I often felt lost and overwhelmed. But I found that writing could help me express my thoughts and feelings. Today, I want to take you on a journey to meet someone who used writing as a way to understand her world, Anne Frank. Anne was a curious and imaginative 13-year-old girl living in Amsterdam during World War II. She had a passion for storytelling and dreamed of becoming a writer. But her life took a dramatic turn when her family had to go into hiding to escape the dangers outside. In her secret annex, Anne found solace in her diary, a place where she could share her hopes, fears, and dreams through Anne's story. We'll see how writing can be a powerful tool for reflection and personal expression. It not only helped her cope with her difficult situation, but also inspired countless people around the world. So let's embark on this adventure together. Don't forget to turn on the subtitles and repeat after me to improve your pronunciation. Are you ready? Let's dive in. It was a quiet afternoon in 1942, and the sun filtered through the dusty windows of a hidden annex in Amsterdam. The city outside was alive with the sounds of everyday life, children playing, vendors calling out, and the gentle lapping of water against the canals. Yet, inside the secret annex, a different world existed. It was a cramped, dimly lit space where Anne Frank, her family, and a few others were living in hiding. The atmosphere was tense and filled with a sense of urgency. Anne often felt the weight of fear pressing down on her. She couldn't go outside, and every noise made her heart race. It was hard to be a typical teenager when the world around her was so uncertain. Despite these challenges, Anne found a spark of hope in her writing dot in her diary. She described the annex as a little piece of home. It was here that she created her own world, where she could escape from the harsh realities outside. Writing became her refuge, allowing her to express her fears and dreams. She often penned thoughts like, "I want to be myself again," revealing her deep longing for freedom and normalcy. Anne's story is not just about her struggles. It's a testament to the power of self-expression in the face of adversity. As she transformed her feelings into words, she inspired not only herself, but also those around her. As the days turned into weeks in the annex, Anne discovered the incredible power of writing. Her diary became more than just a collection of thoughts. It was a lifeline. With each entry, she poured her heart out, capturing her dreams and fears. She wrote about her longing for freedom, her hopes for the future, and her experiences in hiding. One afternoon, she wrote, "I can shake off everything as I write. My sorrows disappear, my courage is reborn." The simple yet profound thought encapsulated how writing allowed her to process her emotions. It was as if the act of writing transformed her pain into strength, giving her the courage to face another day. Anne's words were filled with curiosity and insight. She reflected on her life, the people around her, and the world she longed to explore. She often imagined what life would be like once the war was over. Her diary became a place where she could dream freely, unbounded by the walls that confined her. Through her writing, Anne not only expressed her inner thoughts, but also connected with her true self. This journey of self-discovery is something that many language learners can relate to. Just like Anne, you can use writing as a tool to explore your feelings and improve your language skills. She encouraged herself and others to embrace writing, saying, "Paper has more patience than people." This quote reminds us that writing is a safe space to share our thoughts without judgment. One bright morning, Anne decided it was time to share the gift of writing with those around her. Inspired by her own experiences, she announced, "Let's hold a writing workshop. We can share our stories and feelings. It will help us feel better." Her excitement was contagious. The others in the annex, including her older sister Margot and their neighbor Peter, gathered around. They were curious and a bit hesitant, unsure of what to share. Anne encouraged them, saying, "Writing can help. You understand our thoughts and emotions better, just like I do in my diary." As the workshop began, Anne asked, "Who wants to go first?" Peter, who was often shy, surprised everyone by saying, "I will." This simple dialogue set the stage for a supportive environment where everyone could express themselves. Anne smiled and said, "Great, Peter. What do you want to write about?" Peter took a deep breath and started sharing a story about his life before the war, a time when he played football with his friends and felt carefree. Anne listened attentively, encouraging him with nods and smiles. "See how easy that was? You shared your feelings and memories," she exclaimed. This moment highlighted the importance of connection through writing, as they all realized they could support each other in their shared experiences. The workshop continued, with each person taking turns to share their stories, creating a warm atmosphere filled with laughter, tears, and understanding. It was a beautiful reminder that even in difficult times, sharing stories could bring people closer together. As the writing workshop continued, each person took their turn to share their stories, weaving together a tapestry of emotions and experiences. Anne felt a sense of joy as she listened to her friends open up about their lives. Finding strength in their words, Margot spoke about her memories of school and the friends she missed. "I used to love studying history," she said, a wistful smile on her face. "I would dream of traveling to all those places I read about." Anne nodded, understanding the longing in her sister's voice. Then it was Anne's turn. She stood up and shared a powerful piece she had written in her diary. "I wrote about my dreams of freedom," she began. "I imagine walking through a beautiful garden, feeling the sun on my face and hearing the laughter of children." Her words painted a vivid picture, and the others listened intently, captivated by her imagination. Peter, feeling inspired by Anne's words, added, "I want to write about the day we can all go outside again, play sports, and breathe fresh air." The group shared ideas and encouraged one another, reinforcing the importance of their collective storytelling. As they shared their stories, laughter and tears filled the room. It was a safe space where vulnerability was met with kindness. They realized that even in their difficult circumstances, storytelling was a way to connect with their emotions and with each other. The workshop not only allowed them to express their feelings, but also fostered a sense of community. It was a reminder that they were not alone in their struggles and that their stories mattered. As the workshop came to a close, Anne and her friends reflected on the stories they had shared. They realized that each narrative was unique, yet they all carried similar themes of hope, fear, and resilience. It was a powerful moment of connection that reminded them of their shared humanity. Anne turned to her friends and said, "You see how writing helps us express ourselves? It's not just about putting words on paper, it's about sharing our hearts." The others nodded in agreement, feeling the weight of her words. To reinforce the lessons from their workshop, Anne highlighted some key expressions they had used. For example, when I asked who wants to go first, that's a great way to encourage someone to share. You can use it in many situations, like inviting friends to talk about their day. She continued, another useful phrase is, I want to write about. This helps you start your own stories and express your thoughts clearly. The group practiced these phrases together, repeating them aloud to remember them better, and also reminded them of common mistakes to avoid. Sometimes we might feel shy or afraid to share our stories, but remember that everyone has a unique voice. Don't let fear hold you back from expressing yourself. The workshop ended with a renewed sense of purpose. Each person left with a deeper understanding of the power of writing and a commitment to continue sharing their stories. They had learned that even in the darkest times, words could illuminate their paths and bring them closer together.